From admitting that they're battling serious mental issues to claiming that they've been unjustly targeted. Here's Ezra Miller speaking up on controversial behavior. And right off the bat, it's Ezra getting the help they need. After spending 3 years causing chaos everywhere, in 2022, Miller finally decided to take responsibility for everything they've done. They admitted to going through some complex mental health issues, and even said that they're seeking therapy to fix them. Miller's committed to working on themselves, and said that all they wanted was to live a healthy and safe life. The actor claimed that they went through a time of intense crisis, but now they are over it. Not only that, but the actor also apologized to the people they've upset over the years. But for everyone, this apology came a little too late. Even with this excuse, most people still think that the actor's actions are unjustifiable. It's gotten to a point where fans have even accused Miller of faking their mental health problems. Yep, most people seem to think that Ezra doesn't even have a legitimate mental health issue, and is lying about it as an excuse to get people to forgive their unacceptable behavior. The public is now refusing to support the star, even after they promised to get help. Because, like I said earlier, Ezra's apology came a little too late, right after they did everything to discredit their victims. Let's not forget that, but the actor also went as far as to accuse their victims of transphobia just to ruin their reputation. Fans just can't understand why Ezra's actions were all swept under the rug without them facing any real consequences at all. Some are also speculating that Ezra only apologized because all the negative PR got too much to handle. Others claimed that only a fool would accept the actor's apology. It might sound a bit extreme, but honestly, can you blame the people for their reaction? Especially keeping in mind Ezra's erratic antics. It goes without saying that the actor's behavior has been raising eyebrows for quite a while now. Let me catch you guys up on what's been happening. Back in April 2020, a video went viral of Ezra choking a woman at a bar in Iceland, and you can imagine how much this shocked fans. According to the victim, the whole thing was supposed to be a playful joke, but Miller ended up getting too aggressive out of nowhere and went completely haywire. Things got so bad that Ezra got on top of her and started yelling at and choking her. It got to a point where the people around had to hold them back, but even that didn't stop Miller. Sounds super scary, right? Thankfully, the whole thing was caught on video, and the actor was then thrown out of the bar and told to go home. But you see, this incident proved to be the first of many. Fast forward to January 2022, and they made a video post on Instagram threatening the members of the Ku Klux Klan. That's right. Miller straight up told them to kill themselves with their own guns, and even warned that if they didn't, then Ezra and their friends would happily do it for them. Seriously, how is this guy still a part of the industry? And get this, they made sure that everybody knew they weren't joking around, and even signed off the message by saying that the video was 100% serious. Not only that, but they even ended the video in the most maniac way, by telling their fans that they loved them. At the time, many fans thought Ezra was joking around, and well, they were pretty mistaken. Plus, all this crazy behavior didn't come to an end after this. Instead, it got way worse. Just a month later, one of Miller's friends, Nadia, came forward and claimed that Ezra harassed her when the two were in Berlin. All because she refused to let them smoke in her apartment. Ezra threw a fit and started calling her a bunch of names, including a Nazi. Yikes! Nadia was so scared that she thought the actor would end up attacking her. Poor girl. But you see, things really started spiraling for the actor when they came to Hawaii in March 2022. Ezra was wreaking havoc on the island. So much so that they were charged with harassment and misconduct for 2 different incidents. According to the police report at a karaoke bar Ezra was at, Ezra lost their cool when a bunch of people around them started singing karaoke. I mean, what else were they expecting people to do at a place like that? The actor got so angry that they started yelling some not-so-nice words at the people around them and even grabbed the microphone from a woman. But this wasn't the only crime Ezra committed that night. Later on, they burst into a couple's bedroom and threatened to bury them both. They also stole some of the couple's possessions, like passports, wallets, social security cards, and bank cards. You'd think someone would lock them up after all this, but nope. The couple only ended up filing a temporary restraining order against Miller, and by the time this happened, Everyone was furious with the actor, so much so that fans started different kinds of petitions begging Warner Brothers to get rid of Ezra from the movie, The Flash. To no one's surprise, fans didn't want Ezra to be a part of the now-released movie, The Flash, and wanted someone with a cleaner slate to be cast for the role instead. It made sense because the actor was playing a role in a superhero movie, which a lot of kids watch, so what kind of example was the studio setting up here? After realizing how serious the situation became, the studio called an emergency meeting where they decided that the movie was going to go ahead as planned, but any other projects that involved Ezra were going to be halted. Obviously, this did nothing to calm the fans down, and they went crazy on Twitter criticizing the studio's decision. Let's be honest, we've seen actors get kicked out of projects and even blacklisted for far less problematic actions than this, but the studio didn't give Miller the boot, even when they got accused of grooming a 12-year-old. Back in June 2022, a couple claimed that the actor had been manipulating and controlling their daughter Gibson. According to the court documents, the parents said that Ezra began to groom their child at the age of 12 after the two met at the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota in 2016. The couple didn't think the age gap was a big problem, because they thought that Miller was only being a mentor to their kid. But little did they know, the actor was actually drugging Gibson just to control her. The parents claimed that Ezra left bruises all over their daughter's arms, as well as restricted her access to her phone and verbally abused her. It was even alleged that whenever the actor was around Gibson, they used to carry a weapon. But hold your horses for a second, folks, because this case isn't so simple. You see, after these allegations came out, Gibson accused her parents of being the actual manipulators. She claimed that Ezra was nothing like her parents made them out to be, and how they always supported her. She also revealed that her parents weren't actually accepting of her gender identity, and this was their way of getting rid of Ezra from her life. What a twist, right? But that's not all. She also said that she didn't realize how emotionally manipulative her parents were until all this drama started. All in all, fans didn't know who to believe. But it's safe to say that these grooming allegations ended up ruining whatever positive reputation Ezra had left. But enough about the past, let's talk about the latest turn of events, like their harassment case charges getting dropped. You see, while Ezra was out doing all sorts of things, they also acted inappropriately with Shannon Gwynn and her child. So, the mother, fearing for her family's safety, ended up filing a harassment order against them. But in June 2023, the judge lifted the harassment order. And well, the actor didn't take long to speak up. Ezra talked about how grateful they were to their fans, and even claimed that this protective order was misused. Miller emphasized that these orders are used to provide safety to individuals, families, and children, but Shannon used it as a weapon to seek attention and a way to get revenge. And Ezra didn't stop there. They even accused Shannon of having a history of manipulative and destructive actions, and fans couldn't help but call out the irony in that. They also asked the media to report only the truth about them, rather than spreading misinformation and chasing interactions on their socials. Still, the fact remains that, in whatever way you paint this story, Ezra's behavior remains problematic. So, there you have it. From claiming that they've been unjustly targeted, to admitting that they're battling serious mental issues, that was Ezra Miller speaking up on controversial behavior.